Welcome to the Leadership Sparq Podcast, where we equip you to be the great leader your people deserve. It's Hampton and Corey here. We're talking about math.
No, we're not.
We're talking about math today. No, if you've been with us for a while, you probably know where we're going with this. This is one of the calling cards of Wild Spark, and I talk about it all the time. It's had a huge impact for me, and this is going to be really good for you today. So if you remember the order of operations, the way that I learned it with my Alabama education back in the day was the, I can't remember what it's called, but it was, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's how you remember the order of operations in math. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the order of operations in leadership. What is it, Corey?
Yeah, and so even to talk about math, you know, you were going to listen to a podcast today and be taken back to elementary school. But if you think the whole idea of the order of operations is that if you follow the order, you will get the problem correct.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not always just going from left to right in how you solve it, right? It's not that. And if you just go left to right, you will get a result. You will get a result, but it will not be the correct result. You will fail the test if you don't follow the order of operations. And so in leadership, there's something similar. There's an order of operations in leadership. And if you follow this order in what we're going to talk about, then it puts you in the best position possible to be successful as a leader. If you get things out of whack, then you can experience a slowdown in your results as a leader, your team's results, and your business could slow down. And so I will tell you the order of operations and then provide a little bit of commentary around it. So the order of operations of a leader is to lead yourself first. So lead me first, develop my team, and deliver business results. And so Hampton, if we were going to do a poll of all the leaders that we know, let's just say, let's expand it, all the leaders in this country, and we said, which one do you spend the most time on? What do you think they would say?
Number 3, deliver business results.
If we said, which one does your boss talk to you the most about? Which one would it be?
Business results.
Business results, right? All the attention is on business results, which I get it. We're running a business. There's a role that we play. But if you neglect the first two, business results are going to be hard to come by, and you're not going to get the results that you want. That's why we have to go in the order. And if you get the order out of whack, you won't get the result that you want, the business result in this case that you want. And so it's lead me first, develop my team, and deliver business results. Let me do lead me first. You can do develop your team. Okay. But the idea is that if you think about it, we like to use this, and I think it's like everybody uses it now. But if you're on a plane and something happens on the plane and there's a loss of pressure in the cabin and the oxygen mask comes down, they tell you to do what?
Put yours on first.
Put yours on first. Why? Because if you don't put your oxygen mask on and you run out of oxygen, you are worthless in that moment. You cannot help other people. And so that illustration ties to leadership, because if you are a passed out leader, so passed out leader meaning you stop growing, you don't have a growth mindset, you're burned out, you're stressed out, you're not emotionally intelligent, so you do things to degrade your credibility because you don't have self-regulation or self-awareness or social awareness, these things that are part of this idea of leading yourself first, then your results will be impacted. If you are a passed out leader, you can't do the other two things effectively. You can't develop your team and deliver business results. That's why that has to be first. You have to lead yourself first. But what I know is that probably the hardest person to lead is yourself.
Yourself, yeah.
The most neglected person you lead is
yourself.
And so it's hard. You have to commit to it. But if you don't do it, you will pay for it in the results that you see. And so lead yourself first. We have people, they're bought in, Hampton.
Yeah.
Lead yourself first. But we're still not at deliver business results.
That's right.
We're still not there. There's something in the middle that has to be in the correct order, and it's develop my team. So talk about that.
Yeah, develop my team is the second one. And the reason that lead me first is so important is because you can't give what you don't have. Imagine you trying to lead other people to operate in a certain way, but then they look at you and there's not really a model. And so you're supposed to know the way, go the way, and show the way. And so once you are leading yourself, though, if you skip to deliver business results, you will hit a ceiling really quickly, because you might be showing up to work a superstar because you're doing all the things to show up to be your best self. But if you're not developing your team and pulling them along with you, then again, you're going to hit a ceiling. And so that's why it's important to be investing in them, sharing some of the things that you're learning, asking them questions, checking on them and seeing how they're doing, giving them challenges, giving them feedback. The best place to do this is your weekly one-on-one. We're not going to talk about that today, but
preach.
Yeah. So develop my team. If you can lock in those two things, that will tee you up so well for number 3, which is
It's the one you talk about all the time. It's deliver business results. And so if you are a healthy leader, if your team is healthy and developed, like they have the skills that they need, the competencies, the competence that they need to do what you're asking them to do, then the results will take care of themselves. Now, you still need systems, you still need standards, you still need you supporting the results side. So that's a whole thing there, but probably you spend the most time there already. You probably don't spend as much time developing your team and delivering business results. And so the go and do would be pick one of those. In fact, pick something in both of those and make it better this week. And if you do that, you will start to see the incremental uptick in your ability to deliver the business results that you're accountable for.